The Dick Van Dyke Show. Starring Dick Van Dyke. Rosemary, Maury Amsterdam, Larry Matthews, and Mary Tyler Moore.
Hello, Dick Van Dyke Show friends. Welcome to my YouTube channel. My name is KJ Ricardo, and today's episode is a special biography and tribute video to Carl Reiner. Now, Carl Reiner is the creator and producer, writer of The Dick Van Dyke Show, and today, March 20th, is his birthday. And so we're going to take some time and learn more about him and his phenomenal career in show business. So let's get started. So he was born on March 20th, 1922 in the Bronx, New York City, and he's still alive today. So this is a special video. His parents were Jewish immigrants, his father from Austria and his mother from Romania. His older brother Charlie read in the New York Daily News about a free dramatic workshop and told Carl about it. To this day, Carl credits his brother for really starting his career in the performing arts. Carl served in World War II in the Army Air Forces. He eventually became a corporal. Dick Van Dyke Show has many military scenes. Robert Petrie is in the military, and so this has to go back to the days when Carl was in the military. He trained to be a radio operator, but he caught pneumonia and he was sent to Georgetown University, where he spent some time in a hospital, and then he studied how to become a French interpreter. While at Georgetown, Carl was introduced to directing, and he produced a French play. In 1944, he was sent to Hawaii to work as a teleprinter operator. While there, he attended a production of Hamlet by the Special Services, and he fell in love with the entertainment unit. And so he was transferred to Special Services, and he spent 2 years performing around the Pacific Theater. He entertained troops in Hawaii and the Pacific Islands until he was officially discharged in 1946. After leaving the Army, Carl began his professional entertainment career. He performed on Broadway, but then in 1950, he was cast in Sid Caesar's variety show, Your Show of Shows. He worked on skits with other performing artists, including two writers who would become his close friends, Mel Brooks and Neil Simon. He became really close with Mel Brooks. In 1960, Carl teamed up with Mel Brooks as a comedy duo on The Steve Allen Show. Their performances turned into a series of 5 comedy albums, with the last album winning a Grammy Award for Spoken Comedy Album. Carl was proud of his best friend, Mel Brooks, and said their comedy act gave Mel an identity as a comic performer for the first time. The two worked so well together, and they're really close friends still to this day, and it just kind of came to me right now that maybe Carl Reiner named Mel Cooley after his good friend Mel Brooks. What do you think? In 1959, Carl had a great idea to turn his personal and professional life into a television show. He developed a pilot titled Head of the Family, but the network didn't want Carl as the lead, so he went back and reworked it, and the show cast Dick Van Dyke as Robert Petrie, changing the title to The Dick Van Dyke Show. Carl wrote several episodes of the show and occasionally appeared as Alan Brady, Rob's obnoxious, offensive, egomaniac, etc. boss. True Dick Van Dyke Show fans will get that reference. Carl also directed a variety of episodes, and the series ran from 1961 to 1966, and it will forever be one of the best sitcoms. While Carl is best remembered for The Dick Van Dyke Show, he had a great directing, producing, writing, and acting career. His directing career includes Inner Laughing, Oh God, The Jerk, and Where's Papa? And Carl credits this film as a true cult classic, a small film that's seen by a small group of people, but they love it. They love it so much. They're true fans. Carl is also credited for helping start Steve Martin's career. He directed and co-wrote 4 of his movies: The Jerk, Dead Men Don't Wear Plaid, The Men with Two Brains, and All of Me. Carl's later career has been devoted to directing and acting. He directed the 1989 film Bert Rigby, You're a Fool. He narrated the Brother Grimm's story, The Musicians of Brenham, for a CD for classical music for children. And in 2000, he was rightfully honored with the Mark Twain Prize for American Humor, and that's a much-deserved recognition. Since the 2000s, Carl has appeared in movies and television shows, and this includes Ocean's 11, Ocean's 12, and Ocean's 13, as well as TV shows House and Hot in Cleveland, as well as Young and Hungry, and many others. And so, since then, he has really devoted much of his career to writing books, and he has written several books, including his 2004 memoir, My Accidental Life, and many other books. Looking into his personal life a little bit, on December 24th, 1943, he married the love of his life, Estelle, and they have 3 children: fellow actor and director Rob Reiner, author Sylvia Reiner, and painter, actor, and director Lucas Reiner. Carl said, "The best thing a guy can do is to marry the right gal, and with her spawn sons or daughters and watch them grow into good and caring people." And I just love that quote so much. Carl and Estelle were married for 64 years until her death on October 25th, 2008, at the age of 94. Today, Carl is still very active. He is now 97 years old. He's active on social media, where he shares his political views and also news about society and entertainment, as well as his personal life. He's doing really well, and let's hope that he stays here just a little bit longer. He's a true national treasure in comedy history, and so I wanted to devote this biography and tribute so you could learn some more information about him. I think a lot of people just know him from the Dick Van Dyke Show. Maybe you have seen an episode and you saw him as Alan Brady, and then you didn't know that he actually created the show, or you just know him from the show. You don't know the other movies and television shows that he has appeared on or directed. And so I hope you enjoyed this biography. To conclude this video, I put together a compilation of some moments featuring Carl Reiner really well. So I hope you sit back and enjoy, and remember to always laugh often.
No, don't say anything. Let me look at you. Fellas? There she is. There's the little lady who put you out of business.
How's your foot?
How does it look? Laura, what the heck are you doing here? If you like to see ruins, why don't you go to Greece?
You're not ruined, really.
First my leg, then my hair. What are you after, my liver?
Well, I came to apologize and to tell you personally that I'd like to try to explain.
Explain what? You got a big mouth.
I do, I know, Alan.
Hey.
Alan, could I say something?
You got more to say?
Well, I've been thinking, Alan, and, well, for instance, I think you look very nice without your,
Hair?
Oh. Well, yes, and, well, for instance, now, I'm not saying this just because I'm in trouble, Alan, although goodness knows I am.
Oh, yes.
But believe me, sincerely, Alan, really sincerely, and you can ask anybody, I have always said that I like you so much better without your,
It's hair! Hair! You didn't have any trouble saying it on television.
Alan, I really like your hair. Not on. Without it.
This is so. Why didn't you tell me this in private?
Well, I just didn't feel it was my place.
No, your place is on network television.
Alan, it was an accident.
An accident? So was Custer's Last Stand. You want a scalp to hang on your belt? Huh? This is a cute one. I had this one made so people will say, Alan is losing his hair. Would you like that one? Or would you like a crew cut one that I had made for the summer? Oh, this one, Alan, you need a haircut. Huh? Would you like these? What do you suggest I do with all of these now, huh?
Well, there must be some needy bald people.
I assume you're familiar with Yale's stand on culture in our times?
Well, no, as a matter of fact, I'm not. What is this stand?
Actually, that's not I would say that it is my philosophy, but you could call it philosophy, but it's not exactly philosophy. It's actually, I want to say it simply to my proposition. My proposition, succinctly stated, adjustly stated, is that there is a plethora of the mundane, a blithering mundane, which is inculcating itself and sweeping into the center of conformity, which is naturally making a miasma and a banality, which is forming what I would say definitely that this osmotic process and the capillary infusion of the brain, which is I call the civilization. You understand, the civilization, these processes are sort of deleteriously coming in, so therefore the osmotic process in the brain will atrophy. Someday when the brain and the balls, there will be nothing more than a vestige will remain.
Also, Alan, we think that you ought to cut that bowling pin sketch.
Cut the...
Mama!
Rob, what is this about? Is this a practical joke or something?
Alan, I wouldn't call plagiarism a joke.
Plagiarism? Who's plagiarizing anything here?
You are, Alan, you see.
Will you shut up?
Yes, sir.
Did you steal this sketch?
Yeah, and we wanted to tell you about it, Alan, so you wouldn't be sued.
Well, that's very decent of you. How did you happen to steal it?
Well, I didn't. You see, my son, Richie.
Your son? That's the ugliest cop-out I ever heard.
Come, darling, come, and we look at my lovely portrait of Mariska. Huh?
What?
Eh?
Which?
Well, I did,
But you're...
breathtaking, isn't it?
How dare you?
How dare me what?
Well, I never... You just... Oh, you're a crazy person. How could you?
I'm a genius. I can do anything. And besides, I don't like the tone of your voice. What? What is that?
But that's not me. I mean, not the way I was standing over there.
That is more you standing there than when you were standing there. Oh, you look like you know what you were standing there. Were you standing here? No, you were there. I was here.
Lillian? Lillian, is that you, Lillian?
Yes, Alan.
Here, here's a good night kiss, Lillian. Kiss, Lillian. Thank you, Lillian. Then she gonna say good night?
Good night, Alan.
Good night, Rob.
I read it first, Alan.
Will you shut up, Mel?
Yes, sir. Oh, yes, he did. If Alan said, I'll shut up, Alan. Yeah, let's all enjoy it.
Shut up, Mel.
Yes, sir. Yeah, I always said you were the top comedian, Alan.
Shut up, Mel.
Yes, sir.
Go on, Rob. Read.
Okay.
Yeah, well, go ahead, read it.
Shut up, Mel.
Yes, sir. I left mine out completely.
Shut up, Mel.
Yes.
If you need help, I'll ask for it.
Yes, if Alan needs any help.
Shut up, Mel.
Yes, sir. Hello?
Shut up, Mel.
Alan, if you're going to have lunch and get to that meeting, you'd better get going.
Shut up, Mel.
A knife in the bag.
That's right.
Shut up, Mel.
Yes, sir.
Well, when you're number 7 in the national ratings, you can ignore things like this.
17, Alan.
Shut up, Mel, until...
You see what I mean? I've been trying to tell you.
Shut up, Mel. He's still better than you.
Yeah, that's our shepherd.
Shut up, Mel.
Yes, sir.